Hello everyone! This video is an explanation of the rules of Koi Koi, a game played with Hanafuda, also called flower cards. Hanafuda is a traditional Japanese card game that dates back to the 1500s, and it is said that the modern design of the cards were created in the mid-1700s. An interesting fact is that Nintendo started out as a manufacturer of Hanafuda cards in 1889. Now let's get into the rules. I will also put timestamps for each of the parts in the description. The goal of Koi Koi is to earn points by making sets as fast as possible. A full session is 12 rounds. However, the number of rounds in the game can be adjusted as you see fit. For shorter games, it is possible to play only 3 or 6 rounds. The person with the most points at the end of all the rounds is the winner. Before we get into sets, let's first look at the different card types. As you can see here, I have all the cards separated into 12 groups. Each of these groups represent a calendar month of the year, and each of the months has a unique plant representing it. January is the pine, February is the plum blossom, March is the cherry blossom, April is the wisteria, May is the iris, June is the peony, July is the bush clover, August is pampas grass, September is the chrysanthemum, October is the maple, November is the willow, and finally December is the paulownia. In addition to the month groups, cards can also be separated into point groups. These are the 20-point cards. These are the 10-point cards. These scrolls are the 5-point cards. And finally, the remaining cards are the 1-point cards. There is one special card as well. The sake cup is unique and can act both as a 1-point card and as a 10-point card. The point values of each of these groups are not for scoring, but as an indicator to what cards can be combined together to make sets. Let's take a look at the different sets. First is the 5 lights, also called 5 brights. It consists of all the 20-point cards. This set is worth 10 points. Next is the 4 lights. This set contains 4 20-point cards. It is worth 8 points. However, if one of the cards is the Rain Man, the set is called Rain 4 Lights and is only worth 7 points. Next is the 3 lights. This set contains any 3 20-point cards with the exception of the Rain Man. It is worth 5 points. This set is called Boar, Deer, Butterfly. It contains the boar, deer, and butterfly cards. It is worth 5 points plus 1 additional point for every additional 10-point card. Next is Red Scrolls. This set contains all the red scrolls with writing on them. It is worth 5 points plus 1 point for each additional 5-point scroll card. Next is Blue Scrolls. This set contains all the blue scrolls. It is worth 5 points plus 1 point for each additional 5-point scroll card. This set is called Seeds. It contains 5 10-point cards. It is worth 1 point plus another point for each additional 10-point card added. Continuing on, this set is called Scrolls. It contains 5 of the scroll cards. It is worth 1 point plus another point for each additional scroll card. The next set is called Basic. It contains 10 1-point cards. It is worth 1 point plus another point for each additional 1-point card. The final set is called Red and Blue Scrolls. It contains both the Red Scrolls set and the Blue Scrolls set. It is worth 10 points plus 1 point for each additional scroll. In addition, there are 2 optional sets. The first is called Blossom Viewing. It contains the Sakura Curtain card and the Sake Cup. It is worth 5 points. The second optional set is called Moon Viewing. It contains the moon and the Sake Cup. It is also worth 5 points. There are also two special sets called Lucky Hands that if appear in your opening hand give you points and a win immediately and the next round begins. The first set is called Four Hands and occurs when you are dealt 4 cards from the same month. It is worth 6 points. The second set is called Sticky and occurs when you are dealt 4 pairs of cards with matching months. It is also worth 6 points. As I said before, the objective of Hanafuda is to make a set of cards to get points. When you make a set, you can claim victory of that round and earn the points for that set, or you can call Koi Koi and keep playing to get another set. However, if your opponent makes a set before you can make another, the round will end and the other player will earn double points for that round. In addition, only one player can earn points per round, so even if you had a set and called Koi Koi, if your opponent makes another set first, you do not get any points for that round. It should be noted that by adding a card to a set, it is considered a new set. For example, you have the blue scroll set and call Koi Koi. If you get another scroll, you can add it to your blue scroll set and choose to end the game. When scoring, you add up all the sets you made that round. If the total of your points is 7 or more, you get a multiplier and earn double points. The rules I am introducing here are the official Nintendo rules, but Koi Koi has many house rules, so scoring rules and set point values may vary. To choose a dealer, also called Oya, meaning parent, each player takes a face-down card and then reveals it. The player with the earliest month card becomes the dealer, who takes their turn first. In this case, the piranha plant got the chrysanthemum, which is earlier than the maple, so the piranha plant will be the dealer first. To start, the dealer shuffles and then deals 2 cards at a time in order of the player, field, and dealer. Deal the cards for each player face down and the cards in the field face up. The remaining deck is placed to the side of the field face down. After the players look at their cards, the game will begin. Since this is an example game, I will be showing the players' hands face up. The game begins with the dealer placing 1 card from their hand face up on the field. If the card matches the month of any of the cards on the field, the dealer takes the pair. If there are no matching cards on the field, the card will remain face up. The player then takes the card from the top of the deck and places it on the field. Once again, if there is a matching month pair, the player takes the cards, and if not, the card remains on the field. Pairs of cards that are taken remain face up. This is the end of the first player's turn. Players continue taking turns until one player comes up with a set. Tally the points scored and continue to a new round, with the winner becoming the dealer. If either player is unable to make a set and their cards run out, the game is a draw and the other player becomes the dealer in the next round. When playing, it is important to think what set you are aiming for, and also what set your opponent is aiming for. You can try to avoid placing cards in the field that your opponent could make use of. In addition, you could try taking cards that your opponent may want. When taking cards from the field, it can be a good idea to take inventory of what types of cards you are taking, what are their point values, and what types of sets can you make with these. It can give you an idea of what types of cards you want to look for next. Let's jump forward a little bit and see how this game unfolded. Looking at the player on the left, they have 3 10-point cards and 3 scrolls, and another 10-point card in the hand. That may be a good set for them to aim for. The player on the right just got a 4th scroll and another scroll in the hand. In addition, they have 2 light cards. They may be able to get the 3 light set. One player got the 3 light set. They can choose to call Koi Koi or end here. In this case, they chose to end, get 5 points from the set, and become the dealer for the next round.